Hello everyone, welcome back to Bracket Fantasy Sports Cards. This will be your recap of the Fantasy Rip League Week 3, all the results from our matchups, and our lineup for Week 4. So Week 3 is in the books. Had some very exciting games to watch. Monday night game was pretty good. Kansas City won that ultimately by, 10? 14?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It wasn't as close as the score said.
Yeah, it wasn't as close as the score said. So, yeah. Pretty fantastic week. So the first matchup was yours truly, Bracket Fantasy Sports Cards, going up against Derb's Sports Talkin' Cards. We won that matchup, 207.54 to 157.78. We had some highlights like that Colts defense ×2 for 52 points.
Thank you, Sam Donald.
Yeah, the Jets are just so bad. And Lamar Jackson did not have a great Monday night performance, so our ×3 multiplier on the Lambjack only got us 42.54 points. Derb Sports Talkin' Cards had four multipliers total, one more than us. Bears defense ×2, the Kelsey did pretty good with 23.4 points, and the DeAndre Hopkins ×4, netting him 74.8 points.
Oh, that's a good play right there.
That was a good play, yeah. I mean, how do you not play D-Hop? But yeah, that went pretty well. Next matchup was Hendo's Hobbies versus House of Cards. Hendo's Hobbies taking that one easily, 182.68 to House of Cards 98.5. And I believe we learned the lesson that Contenders draft picks is not necessarily a great choice for Fantasy Rip League. Short on multipliers, but he did have House of Cards did have Leonard Fournette ×2, who suffered greatly from that matchup and did not perform as well as he did in week 2. So the ×2 multiplier only got 6.4 points. And Deontay Johnson was uninvolved in the Steelers offense this week. ×2 multiplier equals 1.8 points. But the Alvin Kamara base, 38.2. Nice play there. And he had 1-0. Hendo's Hobbies with 3 multipliers, including Josh Allen's, Jeff's guy.
I'm telling you, that guy's just killing it.
He played really well. I think actually his performance looked better because I watched that game. It was incredible. I think his performance looked like he should have more fantasy points than he did, but with the ×2 multiplier, he got 64.48 points. And CeeDee Lamb, another guy that Jeff is high on, ×4, 40 points. So Hendo's Hobbies, 182, House of Cards, 98, bringing both of their records to 2-1. Third matchup was DeBuffman 17 versus Spurs Cards 21. And Spurs Cards finally getting a win with 209.5 points. Nice mix of 5 multipliers, all up in the quarterback, running back range. So did pretty well there. Alvin Kamara ×2, 76.4 points. Nicely done. All double-digit scores. The first time that's happened this year.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's pretty nice. DeBuffman had the Tom Brady multiplier ×2, ended up with 6 multipliers total. But one of them ended up being 0, A.J. Dillon. And T. Higgins had a nice game, ×2 multiplier, 37 points. But still fell short by about 60 points to Spurs Cards, bringing DeBuffman's record to 1-2 and Spurs Cards to 1-2. Falk Rips, sadly, fell again, 0-3. Had the Tyrann Mathieu multiplier, ×2. He had 5.5 points for a total of 11. And Gardner Minshew not having a great game. Falk Rips cannot nail the quarterback. So Gardner Minshew ×4, only 40 points. Card Dojo had a really nice ×6 multiplier, but 6 × 0 is 0. But the Alvin Kamara ×3 netted him 114 points. I believe that was the highest score for an individual player this week. And DeAndre Hopkins ×3 for 56 points. So Card Dojo takes that matchup 227 to 157. Bringing Falk Rips to 0-3 and Card Dojo to 1-2. JPN Sports Cards on bye week this week. So that is the breakdown of your matchups for week 3. Week 4's lineup is going to be Bracket Fantasy Sports Cards versus Hendo's Hobbies. Spurs Cards versus House of Cards. DeBuffman versus the Card Dojo. Falk Rips versus JPN Sports Cards. And Derb Sports Talkin' Cards has taken the bye week. Okay, now let's get into our lineup for week 4.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
Yes, this is fantastic. So we ripped a Prestige 2020 Mega Box and absolutely killed it. If you've watched that video, you know probably what we're going to play. But okay, check this out. For quarterback, we got 3 options. I think we had 5, including a couple rookies who aren't playing. But we got Joe Burrow, pulled the Joe Burrow rookie, Gardner Minshew, and our man Kyler Murray. I think given the matchups and the fact that there are no multipliers for any of these, we're going to go with Kyler Murray.
You couldn't have gone wrong with Joe Burrow either. I mean, he's got a good one against the Jags.
Yeah, I considered it, but Kyler has performed the best of these 3.
Never lets you down.
Yeah, plus being a Cards fan, leaning a little more towards Kyler than anybody else. Running back 1, we are playing the James Conner, ×1.
They are at the Tennessee Titans this week. And he's no Devin Cook. I don't expect him to get 165 yards, but a good 100-yard game.
Oh, for sure. Plus at least a 1 score, I would imagine. A couple options for RB2. We did have the Joe Mixon, powerhouse, and Josh Jacobs. Raiders are playing the Bills, but they are at home.
I mean, Darrell Henderson cleared 100 yards on them in a score. And, you know, Josh Jacobs had a bad week. Going to have to bounce back. They're going to feed him the ball.
Yeah.
Get his self-esteem back up.
Yeah, I think he's going to be more involved in the passing game this week because of that Buffalo front. But, yeah, Josh Jacobs, RB2. Looking forward to a good performance from him. Okay, here's where we get into the exciting stuff. Wide receiver. We pulled a Robert Woods. Exciting, high floor, high ceiling. Good player to play, but no multiplier. N'Keal Harry. Been doing okay. Not exactly someone that I would choose, but Laviska Shenault auto. So we get Laviska Shenault for Jacksonville, ×6 for the autograph multiplier.
He hasn't been killing it, but every week he gets a little bit more and more involved. And we just need him to have a big week.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting more involved. So I think, you know, plus ×6, if we can get even 7 or 8 points out of him, it's going to be a good play. Really cool card too. Prestige 2020.
I love that passport.
Yeah, this was a great box for FRL and just for card collecting in general. All right, WR2, Marvin Jones Jr. Until Galladay is back in full force, I don't think Marvin Jones is going to have another good game. But when Galladay's back, which might be this week,
yeah, he played a pretty good share in the Cardinals game, but he still didn't look like the Galladay of old.
No, that's what I mean when I'm saying when he's back. I mean like 100%. When Galladay's 100%, it raises Marvin Jones' game too. So Keenan Allen, which would have been a good play, except we did pull T.Y. Hilton with the numbered card, 45 out of 50. So T.Y. Hilton multiplied by 3 points. That's got to be good.
And the Colts are at the Bears. And
Colts are at the Bears. Bears have been playing really good. I don't think they can keep that up.
Yeah, Matt Ryan threw like 3 touchdowns on them. So Phillip Rivers got to at least get 2.
Yeah, that's what I would think. All right, Travis Kelce numbered 11 out of 50. Very cool. This is the only tight end we pulled.
Yeah,
I think we might have pulled a rookie tight end, but yeah, Kelce, obvious choice. Multiplied by 3, can't go wrong there.
I mean, if you have any part of Kansas City's offense, you're playing it.
Kelce's always in your lineup for sure. This one I'm excited about. Kevin Byard, autograph. This guy is on my actual fantasy team as a defensive player. He's a wicked safety. Always gets some forced fumbles or takeaways or interceptions, something. He's great. So Kevin Byard's individual points ×6 for the auto. And here's the big one. The first time in FRL history a 1 of 1 has been pulled. It's a printing plate for Kyle Duggar. 1 of 1.
This is either going to be amazing for us or the reason why we don't win.
New England's defense has been playing pretty good. They don't have anywhere near negative points. So it's kind of a rough matchup.
They got Kansas City at home.
Yeah, definitely a rough matchup. But I think even if they get a point, we'll get 10 for it. Anyway, I pulled a 1 of 1. I'm definitely playing it.
Oh, yeah. How can you not play it?
That's how that works.
We'll risk it.
Exactly. Risk it for the biscuit. So there we go. There is our lineup for week 4 versus Hendo's Hobbies.
Good luck.
Good luck against this monster lineup.
Yeah. Everything is just going to be spectacular this week for us. It's coming up roses.
It's coming up roses. Hopefully coming up Duggar. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thrilled about it. So, all right, guys, that'll do it for your week 3 recap and your week 4 lineup. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next video.